to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Demon Deacons offense takes the field. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Game of 8. Second down.
Back to throw, it's Pitts. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Snagged in the middle, it's Addison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early, and on this opening drive.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense.
Let's go. Rolling.
From the gun, running back on the move. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. The Hokies in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
To the air. It's good. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. They're bringing heat.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On target to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They go to the ground. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Stewart. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They're trying to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball. Now, listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Hokies want to move quickly. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here on third down. Looking to pass. It's good. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. slips through the line. Touchdown, Wake! The special teams with a special moment. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. No huddle offense to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's got it on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick tempo here for the offense. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacs. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The defense. There, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Pitts. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that was a nice effort to lay out, not let the ball hit the ground, suck it in. What a great catch by that playmaker.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Morton. Tackled immediately after the catch. And here comes the offense on second down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got his man quickly. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Addison. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after a gain of 1, they'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw, it's Pitts. Pressure coming. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's good. Gets it out fast. Oh, the ball squirts out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Tempo and overdrive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Feeling some heat. Forced out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Fires to the big fella. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Hokies decide to punt it away.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
And the returner will be knocked down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gonna let it fly. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg.
Number 13.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw. It's good. Heaves it deep. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Trying to get to him. Quick strike complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Pitts. Makes his connection. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And now on second down for this offense. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Addison. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Demon Deacons are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wake Forest, 35. Virginia Tech, 0.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's good. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He'll just keep slinging it. Working that left side now. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Scrambling away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes from the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter. It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch, called for and made. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's... your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a crease, it's Stewart. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. Makes his man miss. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Wake. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Pitts. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 18 over Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. Fakes his man out. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Pitts. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Miranda. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in the... You know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's Addison. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.